Kelly McNeil.
And I'm Fred Allen.
We're here to tell you a wonderful story about people helping people.
That's right, Kelly. It's the story about the strength of an idea, about how a simple idea can bring together a group of people, contributing their individual talents to benefit their own community.
Call This Place Home is that idea, and through the efforts of over 100 people, Call This Place Home has become more than just a good record and a good song. It has a momentum all its own.
Its purpose is to raise money for the children's floor here at New Hanover Memorial Hospital.
So come along with us for a marvelous story about people helping people in southeastern North Carolina.
Because we all call this place home.
It was late March when over 50 artists first gathered at Twin Oaks Studio to rehearse and record the basic vocal tracks for Call This Place Home.
There was a spirit, a sense of family in the studio that night, and that spirit would accompany the project all the way to showtime.
Let me see that.
Although tapes and lyrics had been distributed to the band leaders several weeks before the first recording session, many of the artists would rely on their own style and delivery to provide performances that would electrify the project as a whole.
Production would last almost 4 weeks after that night, with many artists contributing to many different sessions that would invariably stretch into the early morning hours.
What was motivating everyone through the long weeks of production was a mutual respect that everyone felt for each other, and a sense of pride in being able to do something truly good for their community as a gift.
Let's meet several of the people who in the very beginning gave crucial support to the idea of Call This Place Home.
What better place to start than with the writer and producer of Call This Place Home, Brad Thomas.
I'd contacted many bands about doing a benefit concert for our local hospital. Their support was overwhelming, and after we'd already booked the show, I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we had a keynote song that all the artists could contribute to? A couple days later, I had written Call This Place Home. The next step was to do a quick demo recording of the song to see if the idea could really be pulled off. That brought me here, to Silver Sound Recording Studios and Chaz Lon and J.K. Lofton.
Well, Brad came over here and played the song for us on acoustic guitar so we could get an idea of what it was that he wanted to do and how the song was going to go.
And taking that a step further, that same evening we stayed up most of the night recording a demo version of the song, and it was really a lot of fun.
And then we took that demo version of it with all the parts that Brad had done and the musical things we had put in and sent it out to the various members of the other groups that were involved in the project so they could get an idea of how it was to go and what they could add to it.
And they really liked the idea a whole lot, and at that point in time the project went into high gear.
Yeah.
The hospital was delighted to be the focus of all this attention. Meet Bob McClure, Hospital Information Officer.
It is exciting when a group of young people, a group of young musicians get together and they decide they want to do something for their hometown, something nice. Of course, it's especially exciting when they want to do it for the hospital, because the hospital does have a lot of serious needs. It is really very difficult for me to say how much the hospital appreciates what this group of young musicians have done.
Finally, it was showtime. 7 of the area's top bands all performed for free and then gathered together on stage for a triumphant finale.
So without further ado, let's present Call This Place Home.
So many miles, I know so many roads now. In a life-changing uncertainty, a man needs a place to call home now. And a woman needs to be a part of something, even if it isn't always there. Once it used to be just nighttime on some highway. Now every road is leading to this place sides. Realize that a neighbor, he's our brother.